Today I've literally walked to every office of Avocap trying to identify different funds and, get their performance for 2025. And now I'm here to talk about fixed income funds. And I have Victoria with me.
My name is Victoria Kioko. I'm the Assistant Portfolio Manager at Avocap Asset Managers.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Right, are you ready? Because I'm looking at fixed income fund, especially one of my favorite, Avocap Almasi Fixed Accumulation Fund. Right? Tell us, what is this fund? Where does it invest? What is it golden about it?
Thank you so much, Alex, for the question. So our Avocap Almasi Fixed Income Accumulation Fund is a bonds fund. So that means it invests in government securities. So most of the investments are in the government securities, and that's local government securities. And also, of course, allowing for some cash, maybe 5% for liquidity purposes. So for the fund, we have a strategy of active investing in the secondary market, also in the primary markets. That's why you even seen our fund is doing 20.51%, when the benchmark, the 5-year government bond, closed the year around 10.64%. So it's because of this active trading strategy which we have, where we trade bonds daily, weekly, frequently in the secondary and the primary markets. And also we have this strategy where we actively look into the macros or macroeconomic factors in the market. So this guides us on how the yields are going. In the next month or so, the yields will be doing. So that it also informs our investment thesis and how we position for the investments in the fund.
Amazing. So it invests in fixed income securities, significantly government bonds.
Yes.
And one of the questions I've been getting from most people about this fund is, hey, Alex, you're talking about government bonds, and currently we are talking about 12%, 13, or even these bonds are not there.
Yeah.
But this fund is giving us 20.51. Which are these government bonds that they are investing, which we don't know? And now you have highlighted that based on your active, trading in the secondary market, that is where you are able to lock in this fund. Very few people know about the secondary market.
Yeah.
Could you just highlight something about it? What is this secondary bonds market? What happens there?
So, of course, most people maybe are familiar with the primary markets, where the government comes into the market to issue bonds for the first time, bonds which have not been traded before. But now once these bonds are issued, then they now can be traded in the secondary market. So in the secondary market, you find different investors bidding and also offering different bonds which have already been floated in the market. Yeah.
Nice. So if I'm holding a bond, I can easily sell it in the secondary market.
That's sure, because most investors just hold to maturity.
Yes.
They don't even know maybe when the yields are coming down. That's when because for bonds, the price and the yield are inversely proportional. So when the yields are coming down, maybe like what we saw last year, following what the central bank was doing on monetary policies, using of the CBR from 13% to 9.25%, that means now for the existing bonds, the values of the bonds were going up. Actually, so if someone had bonds, they could make a capital gains from the same. And that's also one thing for our Almasi. We materials on the capital gains, but that's not our main source of income, because we do the active strategy. That means even when the rates are going up or down, we're still in the money because we have this active trading strategy. So investors should not even worry about when the interest speculations are there, rates are going down because of election. There's this issue where Trump is pushing for low interest rates. Our Almasi is still safe in that because we are doing active trading strategy.
Amazing. Yeah, you have highlighted that, the bond yield and the value.
And the price,
as we're experiencing now, the government, rate to return, the CBR rate is way down. So the bonds value, people who bought the bonds at a high, coupon rate, now they are trading very well in the market. In the secondary market.
That's also capital gains to our fund.
Wow, amazing. So that is what makes Avocap different or stand out from the rest of fixed income funds in Kenya? Because I can see their performance is around the performance of money market funds, right? So guys, there you have it. Now tell us about the structure. All right, how do you invest? How do you pick what bonds to trade in? And then how is the structure of this fund? How much do I need to invest, right? Do we have waiting period? Can I liquidate my funds?
Sure.
Tell us about that.
So as I've said, it's a purely government securities fund investing in government bonds. In terms of investments, we have a minimum investment value of 100,000 Kenya shillings. And the fund has a lock-in period of 6 months. So which means after that, the client is able to access their funds, both capital and interest. Yes. In terms of investment strategy or thesis, we are guided by this thesis where we are actively looking at the macroeconomic policies and changes in the government, in the local government, and again, the active trading strategy in the secondary market. So that's what informs which bonds we are picking, which bonds we are buying, and which bonds we are selling at any given point.
All right, and these are local bonds in Kenya.
Bonds, yes.
It's a fund that invest just locally. As an investor, if I have opted for Avocap Almasi Fund, what is that goal that I would be looking forward to achieve through this goal? Because for every investment vehicle, you have to match it with a goal.
Yes.
Why should I select this fund?
Thank you so much for that question. So, as it's in the name one of the goals is capital accumulation. So, if as an investor you have a goal which maybe buy some property in 5 years, and maybe you have $1 million, you can come and start with $1 million now, and now keep investing maybe every month, adding to your capital every month or every 2 months according to your level of income, and then accumulate towards your goal. Because even if you look at the returns for the fund every month, they are quite consistent, giving around 1.5% to 2.5% every month. So this is a fund which you can plan your 5 years with it quite effectively. Again, it also provides I'd say capital protection and preservation, because it's a fund which invests in what traditionally was called almost safe assets before what you call government bonds defaulting. But again, it's a local fund, local currency fund. So which means that the probability of a government defaulting its own currency it's quite low. So it also gives that goal of capital preservation. Yes.
Perfect, perfect. And that is quite interesting, because when you are investing, you need to look at how is the risk of that fund, so that you match it with a goal. Now, there are some instances where you don't want to gamble, like education money. Your child will be going to school 10 years. You want to keep that money safely, somewhere I cannot lose my capital, right? Initially, we used to go to the government bonds. That is a safe place, it's a secure. But now, Avocap Almasi Fund is investing in these government bonds and giving us even much better return. So capital preservation is a very, very interesting benefit you get from that. Guys, we are talking about 20.51% return on investment. Net. This is your take home. We insisted net. This is what you take home. Just imagine you placing your money there for the next 10 years. That growth is quite significant. All right, so tell me, now, this is 20.51%. That was 2025. How is the 2026 market outlook like? Do we expect 15%, 30%? How will it be?
Okay, so in our investments, this is what we usually say. We do our robust allocation of capital and do our risk management strategies and let the market take care of the rest. That's what we usually say in our thesis of investment. But if I slightly talk about the outlook in 2026, of course, we have, it's a bonds fund, so we can't escape talking about the yields. And looking at how 2025 was, we saw several central banks, both in developed markets and also in emerging markets, do what you call monetary easing or cutting of interest rates. And again, this year, we are quite optimistic that the same thing might happen in the year, because even looking at the push in the side of United States, where even in his speech today, the president in Davon, he was talking about how the interest rates in the US have to go low. So in that view, in emerging markets, we feel that the policies will be almost the same. There will be that period of easing of monetary policies of cutting of interest rates. So what that means for the fund is, again, when rates are going down, it's capital gains. But again, for us, we usually do the investment strategy where we do active investment. So I think the outlook for the fund is bullish or positive for the year. We'll still give above market returns to our clients.
Wow, amazing. Now you have had it, that this is where your money needs to get to. Even before you go to equity funds, you need to first visit the fixed income fund corner, then diversify into other investment funds. So very safe for long-term investment. Capital preservation is there because the underlying asset is quite low risk. Right, thank you so much, and go ahead and invest.